SDO San Carlos City. Tayo po ay nagbabalik dito sa CCN Broadcast Center. Ayan, so narito na ang serbisyong maaasahan para sa pangkalahatan. Mabilis, balanse at totoo, ito ang Balitang Hali. Ako po si Camille Estrada, ang inyong pong anchor ngayong tanghali. Alright, so before anything else, we would like to greet our amazing Schools Division Superintendent, Dr. Sheila Marie A. Primicias. A very happy birthday. Ayan, so happy birthday po, Ma'am Sheila. Ayan, may God bless you more with more glorious years to lead people as wonderfully as you. Alright, so of course we would also like to greet our education program supervisor, Dr. Jesus Samagam. A happy birthday to po. Ayan. And of course, sa lahat po nag-celebrate ng kanilang mga birthday po ngayon, happy birthday po sa inyong lahat. Alright. So kahapon po, nakasama po natin ang ating ASDS and of course the chairman of the Human Resource Merit Promotion and Selection Board of the SDO San Carlos City. At nagbigay sila ng Dr. Arlene B. Kasipit, at nagbigay po sila ng overview po ng mga salient points po ng bagong merit selection plan ng Department of Education. So according to them, ang unang procedure po ay ang publication and posting of vacant position wherein pinupost or pinapublish po ay yung mga vacant position sa CSC website, sa 3 conspicuous physical places, and of course, other modes such as social media, online job portals, or newspaper, local or national circulation. Alright, so after publication and posting, dadako naman tayo sa submission and receipt of required documents. So nabanggit din kahapon kung ano-ano po ba yung mga required documents na kailangang ibigay or ipasa ng mga applicants. Alright, so in-emphasize din po doon yung practice po ng equal opportunity principle, wherein it allows anyone within or outside the Department of Education to apply sa mga vacant positions regardless of their sex, age, gender, disability, ethnicity, or religion. Alright, so sinabi din po doon na yung submission po ng mga required documents after the deadline po ay hindi na po inaalaw at hindi sila mapapabilang sa pool of official applicants po. Ayan. Sa mga Teacher 1 applicants naman po, ma-accommodate po yung mga required yung mga submitted documents pero mapapasama sila sa susunod, next round of assessment. Alright? So after naman po noon, pag nakuha na yung mga application documents, nandoon na po tayo sa initial evaluation wherein titignan ng ating HRMO, kung qualified or disqualified yung ating mga applicants based on the set qualification standards ng position. Alright, so after po niyan, after makita if qualified or disqualified, kapag meron na po tayong list of qualified applicants, andito na po tayo sa next phase which is the comparative assessment. Ayan, so ang tanong dito ngayon, paano po ba or paano tayo magbibigay ng puntos para sa mga kriteryang ito? Kaya naman, makakasama po natin ngayong tanghali, of course, ang ating SGOD Chief, Sir Villamor Q. Gloria, upang bigyan ng kasagutan itong tanong na ito. So magandang tanghali po, Sir Amor.
Hello, Camille. Magandang tanghali din at sa lahat ng mga viewers natin. Magandang tanghali po sa ating lahat. And of course, before I forget, I would like to greet our Schools Division Superintendent, Dr. Sheila Marie Primicias, a happy and wonderful birthday po. And of course, our EPS din sa Science, Dr. Jesus Samakam. Happy birthday din, Ma'am Susie.
Alright. Ayan, sir. So, ano po ba, sir, yung mga criteria ng mga Teacher 1? So, ngayong araw po, sir, magfo-focus tayo sa mga
right.
Teacher 1 applicants po natin, sir.
Yung merit selection plan natin kasi, Camille, yung DepEd Order 19 and DepEd Order 1920, Series of 2022.
Yes po.
At lalo pang idinitalye ng DepEd Order number 7, Series of 2023. Nagbigay ng guidelines kung paano natin pupuntasan ngayon or irarank ang mga aplikante natin sa Teacher 1, non-teaching, related teaching, tapos yung school administrators. Okay? Hindi nakasama doon yung promotion ng mga teachers natin
Yes
from
po.
T1 to T2 to Master Teacher 1 to Master Teacher 4 or 5. Hindi pa kasama doon sa DepEd
Binigay na
Order 7 Series of
guideline.
2023 guidelines. This time, ang pag-uusapan natin ay kung paano ba mapupuntusan at paano ang appreciation, appreciation ng points ng mga aplikante natin sa Teacher 1, meaning yung mga elementary school teacher applicants natin, junior high school teacher applicants, at senior high school teacher applicants. If before, parang tatlo yung ginagamit natin na guidelines. We have
Yes.
DepEd Order number
Number
7, series of 2015. Tapos kapag naubos na, gagamitin natin yung naubos na yung RQA, gagamitin natin yung DepEd Order 22, series of 2015 uli. Yun sa kindergarten to grade 10. Pero yung mga teachers natin for senior high school, it's a separate DepEd order ang ginagamit natin before. That's DepEd order number 3, series of 2016. This time, isa na lang ang
Kasama
gagamitin
na,
natin.
opo.
Oo. Which is very good, kasi hindi na mahihirapan yung mga members ng HRM PSB natin
yes
to
po.
assess the documents of our teacher applicants. Ayun. Okay? So siguro start na natin, Camila, no? Tama
Yes,
yung
sir.
sinabi
Go
mo. Natapos na yung publication, natapos na yung posting, tapos si HRMO natin, si Ma'am Dia, na kagawa na rin siya ng kanyang initial evaluation report, I mean. Meaning kung yung mga qualified na mag-undergo ng next step natin, nandun na yon, okay? Titignan niya based on the QS kung sino yung mag-proceed na sa next steps natin, okay? Anyway, na-discuss na rin natin yung 4 na factors ng QS natin, yung mga parts ng QS, meaning education, training, experience, tapos eligibility. Okay. So na-QS na po iyon. QS meaning na-check na po yung qualification standards ng mga applicants natin. This time, kapag nag-report na si Ma'am Dia, our HRMO, whether the applicant is qualified or not to undergo the next process, okay, yung papel ngayon ng mga applicants ngayon, ipapasa ngayon sa HRM PSB to for the evaluation na ng documents nila. Okay? So, itong comparative assessment, we call it comparative assessment. Kasi nga, this one is an open ranking. Tapos, i-compare natin yung mga puntos sa mga applicants natin, teacher applicants. Kaya we call it comparative assessment. So, meron na tayong listahan. Paano natin ngayon bibigyan ng puntos or ang mga applicants natin based on the criteria set by DepEd Order number 7, series of 2023, I mean. Okay? So, yon. So, ito na ngayon, we have the Omnibus Guidelines on RSA or the Recruitment, Selection, and Appointment in the Department of Education. Ang enclosure nun or annexes niya, yung Teacher 1 for Teacher 1 criteria and point system for Teacher 1 hiring. Yung isa, related teaching naman, that's the third one is non-teaching and the fourth one is school administration. Okay? Nandiyan yung mga head teachers natin sa elementary. Tapos principal 1, selection ng principal 1 hanggang principal 4. Okay? So yon. Basically, itong DepEd Order number 7, Camille, at sa mga viewers po natin, ay naka-anchor po yan sa competency-based strategic human resource management and development. Ano pong sinasabi rito? Itong competency-based strategic human resource management and development. Sinasabi lang yan na we need to take care of our people while maximizing organizational performance and health. Okay? So, meron tayong DepEd Order 42. Since this one, we're talking about hiring of teacher applicants, okay? Nakabase dapat tayo parate sa PPST. What's PPST? Yung Philippine Professional Standards for Teachers. Okay.
Yes po.
Gagamitin natin ngayon itong DO 42 series of 2007, in assessing our teacher applicants. Okay? Mamaya makikita natin malaking puntos ang makukuha ng mga applicants natin based on the PPST, DepEd Order 42, Series of 2017. Okay? So ituloy natin, ano? Itong PPST as a new framework for teacher quality and development, ito yung National Competency Based Standard natin. This was before. We call it NCBTS. Okay? Tapos nilagyan natin ng may K-12, 21st century skills, yung Philippine Qualifications Framework. Tapos, ASEAN integration, okay, or internationalization. Lumabas, nung pinagsama-sama itong apat na to, limang ito, okay, nagkaroon tayo ngayon ng Philippine Professional Standards for Teachers. Okay? So, ano ba tong PPST? Ano ba tong framework na gustong tumbukin ng Department of Education natin? Lahat ng papasok na teachers sa DepEd, okay, through recruitment and hiring, okay, papasok po sila sa DepEd as beginning teacher.
So yung mga
Okay.
Teacher 1 po,
Teacher
applicants
1,
natin.
yeah, Teacher 1 applicant, automatic, when they enter the Department of Education, okay, pasok sila
Diyan sila
kaagad,
magfo-fall.
mag-start sila kaagad sa stage
Stage
1,
one, alright.
beginning teacher. Okay? So, kapag ka beginning teacher, nakapasok sila sa DepEd, meron tayong tinatawag ngayon na IPBT, okay, Induction Program for Beginning Teachers. Okay? Before, ang tawag natin dyan, Teacher Induction Program. But DepEd made it more comprehensive, kaya tinawag niyang IPBT, Induction Program for Beginning Teachers. Okay? So, from stage 1, magja-jump sila sa stage 2 or proficient teacher, stage 3 for highly proficient, and distinguished teacher for stage 4 through learning and development. That's why continuous dapat ang learning and development ng mga teachers natin. They need to
Yes.
undergo professional growth, undergo training, and so on. Para makapunta sila doon sa pinaka-highest standard, which is the distinguished stage. Yeah, that's correct. Okay? So, ituloy natin. Ito yung mga stages natin, beginning, proficient, highly proficient, and distinguished. Okay? So, hindi na po natin isa-isahin to, Camille.
Yes, sir.
Mag-jump na tayo kasi mahaba-haba ito. We have around 60 slides. Kung isa-isahin natin to, baka alas 5 tayo matatapos dito. I'm kidding. Okay, anyway. So, ito yon. Ito yung mga professional standards for teachers domains natin. We have 7 domains. Okay? Content and pedagogy, learning environment, diversity of learners, curriculum and planning, assessment and reporting, community linkages and professional engagement, and personal growth and professional development. Okay, later on, makikita natin dito yung 5 indicators na gagamitin ng mga teacher evaluators natin, and even our aspiring teachers, DepEd teachers, aspiring DepEd teachers in their demonstration teaching. Okay? Or yung COT na tinatawag natin. Okay? Sige. So, ituloy natin. Yan na yun, hindi na natin isa-isahin yan. Basahin na lang po natin yung DepEd Order 42 Series of 2017. Okay? So, let's continue. Ayan. So, 4 career stages. Meron silang descriptions of developmental practices. Tapos strands. Ayan. And indicators. Ayon. Okay? So, who is the new DepEd teacher under the PPST? Ito yung hina-hire natin, hinahanap natin, okay? Na magtuturo sa DepEd come school year 2023-2024. Okay? So, beginning teachers, tapos itong proficient teachers. Okay? So, yon. Itong COT rubric natin, okay, COT is Classroom Observation Tool rubric natin. 1 to yung beginning, okay, makikita natin yung indicators natin diyan, not evident, building, organizing, developing hanggang applying. Yung proficient naman natin, we're expecting them na organizing na sila hanggang integrating. Okay? Highly proficient, we're expecting them na developing to discriminating, tapos yung distinguish naman natin applying to synthesizing. Ayan. So yan yung ating COT rubric. Okay? Yung na-highlight, ito yung expectations natin sa mga teacher applicants natin. Ito ngayon yung i-assess ng mga observers natin when our teacher applicants do the demonstration teaching. Okay? Building to consolidating. Ayan. Okay? So yon, level 2 to 6, capture the good performance in the beginning towards proficient career stage. Ayan. So, as much as possible, yung mga teacher applicants natin, para makakuha sila ng malaking puntos sa observation, yung COI, later, dapat ang tina-target nila dyan yung applying tapos consolidating, yung 5 and 6. Okay, so ito na, nandito na tayo ngayon, no, yung criteria and point system natin. You would notice, Camille, na ito na ngayon yung katulad nung diniscuss ni Ma'am Arlene kahapon, ito na yung 6 criteria natin, ano? 6 criteria in assessing the teachers, okay? Using DepEd Order 7 series of 2023. Okay? Education is 10 points. Training is 10 points. Experience is 10 points. PIBET, LET, or LEPT rating, 10 points. PPST, COI, okay? Classroom observation indicators, yung meaning ng COI, that's 35 points. At yung PPST, NCOI, or non-classroom observation indicators naman, ito, teacher reflection, okay? They will be asked to write their answers to the questions prepared by our HRM-PSB. That's 25 points. So, meaning, tingnan mo yung sinasabi ko kanina, doon sa PPST, malaki na kaagad yung makukuhang puntos. Kaya it's more on the competency of the teachers talaga yung tinitingnan natin dito. Kasi kung ito susumahin natin, ito-total natin yung E and F, that's 60 points.
Yes.
At alam mo ba, Camille, kung ilan ang puntos nung mga makakasama sa RQA?
50 points po, according to Ma'am
50
Arlene.
points.
Yes.
Okay, before the minimum required points is 70, this time ginawa po nila na 50 points. At yung PPST, kung titingnan natin, 60 points na kaagad.
Yes.
Okay? So, yun.
Diyan pa lang, sir, no? Kayang-kaya na nilang makapasok.
Yeah, makapasok sa RQA.
RQA.
If you are to disregard yung education, training, experience, as yung rating nila, okay, yan, 60 points na kaagad eh. Okay, kaya malaki na. Ayun. Okay? Sige, so, criteria, itong education natin, education, isa-isahin po natin, units, and or degree relevant to the position to be filled, kindergarten, LM, junior high school, senior high school, exceeding the QS. At ano ba ang QS ng education? Okay? Ang QS natin is bachelor's degree. Yun ang minimum QS natin. Mapupuntusan ka kapag ka nag-exceed yung education mo doon sa QS.
Minimum requirement. So, halimbawa, sir, BEED ang tinapos niya, ibig sabihin wala siyang puntos.
Masisiro siya doon.
Yes.
Zero siya doon sa education kasi that's the minimum required qualification. Okay? For him or her to get a point sa education, dapat may professional growth. Okay? Naka-enroll siya or meron na siyang earned units sa master's graduate studies. Okay? Ganun din sa training, Before, member ako ng yung previous na HRM PSB, yung composition. Tapos, ang binibilang namin doon, araw. Okay? Dapat 3 days, maka 3 days ka.
Opo. Tapos may level pa po kung regional, division,
national, district,
International.
international. This time, wala na ngayong level. Okay? yung governance level. Ang bibilangin lang natin dito ay yung oras.
Number of hours.
Number of hours
Opo.
in curriculum and instruction exceeding the QS acquired in the last 5 years. Okay? Acquired in the last 5 years. Okay? For senior high school naman, it must be relevant to learning area, specialization, or strand.
So, dito po papasok, sir, yung mga NC2
Yeah,
certifications
NC2
po ba, sir?
certification,
Or-
ano pa, SEMEO,
Simeo, opo.
yung mga training na ino-offer ng DepEd. Kasi may mga training tayo na 8 hours lang, di ba? Or 4 hours. This time makakount na. Yung previous na guidelines natin, hindi makakount yung mga yon. Okay? Ito, makakount na siya. Makakount na. Kasi nga, oras lang ang bibilangin natin. Tapos wala ng governance level. Okay? Kasi before, dapat for district, division, and region, 3 sets of trainings. Each training na should be 3 days. Ito hindi na, oras na lang bibilangin natin. Okay? For experience naman, months or years of teaching exceeding the qualification standards. Okay? For senior high school, relevant industry work experience may be considered. Okay? So yon. For PBET, LET, or LEPT rating obtained as reflected in the certificate of rating, I mean. That's 10 points, okay? Yung PPST-COIs naman, mami-measure natin yan at mapupuntusan sila through classroom observation or demonstration teaching. At sa PPST and COIs naman, or non-classroom observation indicators naman, measured through the teacher reflection form. Okay? Ayun. So, sige. Punta na tayo ngayon sa, excited ako dito sa rubric for computation of education, training, and experience. We call it ETE. That's right, may rubrics tayong gagamitin. At makikita nyo dyan, meron pa kayo nakikita na increments table. Aside from the rubrics, meron pa tayong increments table. Okay, isa-isahin natin yan. ETE, okay, if you are to add up the 3 weighted points or the allocation, weight allocation of ETE, that's 30 points. Yung yung summation ng tatlong yon. So malaki-laki rin, malaking tulong din yan. Okay? Sige, punta na tayo ngayon sa increments table. Itong increments table, makikita po natin yan sa DepEd Order number 7, series of 2023. Inuulit-ulit ko, DepEd Order number 7, series of 2023. Ito po yon, yung increments table natin. Mamaya, palalakihin po natin yan para makita nyo. Okay? Increments table is a tool that is used in determining the incremental points in the education, training, and experience obtained by the applicant that exceeds, take note of the word, exceeds the minimum requirement per CSC-approved qualification standards. Okay? So, let's try to simulate, Camille. Subukan nating mag-compute ng ETE or Education, Training, and Experience. Okay, so ito yung hiring natin, ito yung publication, hinahanap ngayon, say for example, ng DepEd San Carlos City, Teacher 1 in secondary, junior high school to, MAPI major. Okay? So, ang gagawin dyan, maglalabas tayo ng memo. Call for application. Okay? Tapos, mag-set tayo ng deadline. Lahat ng documents na na-submit before the deadline, mako-consider siya. Pero kapag ka na-submit after the deadline, on the next round of assessment na. That's correct. Okay? Ayon. So, ito ngayon yung posting natin sa civil service. Okay? Teacher 1, okay, secondary, plantilla item, nandiyan yung plantilla item, yung salary grade niya, that's salary grade 11. At this year, ang sweldo ng salary grade 11 ay 27,000. Ito ngayon yung QS na sinasabi natin. Camille, bachelor's degree plus 18 units in A BS Ed, okay?
opo.
Major in MAPE, of course, ano? Tapos, bachelor's degree, kung hindi BS Ed yung natapos niya, unit earner at least,
Opo,
okay?
opo.
Para makapag-take ng LED, okay? So, bachelor's degree, plus 18 units in education. Training, non-required. Non-required ang training, okay? Kaya ang baseline natin dyan, 0.
Yes.
Experience,
Non-required.
non-required din. Pero itong eligibility niya, dapat LET or LEPT or PBET passer
Passer,
siya.
yes.
Okay? Yung aplikante natin. Okay? So, nakalagay din dyan, place of assignment, SDO, San Carlos City. Okay? So, now, ituloy natin yung simulation natin. Ano? Meron na tayong call for application and initial evaluation. Na shortlist na ngayon, Camille. Na shortlist na ni yung lalaking version ni Ma'am Dia, si Dio.
Dio.
Si Sir Dio. Sir Deo, yung mga applicants natin at mga ang na-shortlist niya ay si Rambutan, si Apple,
Apple.
at si Buko. Okay, Rambutan, Apple, and Buko. Okay, ito na ngayon yung mga QS nila. Okay, qualifications nila in terms of education, in terms of training, and in terms of experience. Si Rambutan, BSE, of course, hindi sila makakwalify kung hindi sila
Hindi
let
sila-
passer.
yes,
Ano?
of
Kaya
course po.
hindi na
Hindi
isinama
na
dyan yung
sinama.
let. Okay? Si Rambutan, BSED, okay? Wala siyang training, wala siyang experience. Ito pala, yung date of assessment natin or yung open ranking is October 3, doon sa baba, hindi natin makita eh.
Opo.
Ang deadline natin is October 3, 2022. Okay? Para ma-compute natin later, Camille, yung total number of years and experience.
Experience. Okay po.
Sige. Si Apple naman, BSED, tapos 18 units for master's degree and
may-
education.
opo.
Okay?
May units
Advance
na
siyang
siya.
mag-isip, kaya meron na siyang units sa master's
Na-foresee
degree.
niya, sir, yung
Yeah,
bagong MSB.
Hindi pa siya nakapasok sa
Opo,
DepEd, nag-aral na
nag-aral na
siya
siya.
ng masteral. Okay? So, 18 units na siya. Tapos sa training naman niya, 32 hours training on curriculum contextualization, localization, and lesson planning. Okay? So, from January 26 to 29, 22, yan ang nakalagay doon sa training niya. Ano? Kinonvert natin ngayon sa hours. Kasi that's 4 days, 26, 27, 28, 29. I-convert natin ngayon, 4 days times 8, that's 32 hours. Okay? Tapos, ang experience naman niya, kasi na-hire siya June 1 of 2018, tapos ang cut-off natin is October 3. Kaya 4 years and 3 months as teacher associate in Marian Academy. Okay?
Okay.
Si Buko naman, BS Sports Science with 18 professional units in education. Hindi siya BSED. Okay? Sports Science siya, pero kumuha ng units sa education. At nakapasa naman sa LET or LEPT. Tapos ang training naman niya, 24 hours training on sports training and coaching. Ano? Again, 3 days yung training niya, kinonvert natin into hours. So 3 days, 8 hours a day, that's 24 hours. Okay? At ang experience naman niya, 6 years and 2 months as teacher in Sacred Heart Academy in Novaliches. Okay? So 6 years and 2 months. Okay, tuloy natin. Compute natin yung ETE ni Buko. Ay, Rambutan pala. Sorry. Si Rambutan muna. Okay? Si Rambutan, na-meet nyo ba yung QS?
Yes.
Yes.
na-meet niya.
Okay, na-meet
Opo.
niya, ano? Kasi BSED eh.
Yes
Tapos
po.
si Rambutan naman, ang qualification niya, BSED.
BSED,
So,
opo.
minimum requirement, ano, na-meet niya.
Opo.
Sa training, na-qualify din siya kasi wala
Wala
tayong
din siyang-
required training.
Yes.
Sa experience,
Wala
na-meet din niya
din.
kasi wala din tayong required training. Ano ngayon yung points, okay, ni Rambutan?
Rambutan.
Ito ngayon yung mga points niya. Okay? Okay. For education, 0 siya.
Yes.
Kasi
Na-meet
BSE
niya
eh.
lang, opo.
Na-meet lang niya eh. Hindi nag-exceed.
Yes.
Okay? For
Training.
0 points din siya. Kasi na-meet din niya yung minimum.
Opo.
For experience, 0 din siya kasi na-meet niya yung minimum. Okay? So, meeting the minimum qualification standards requirement, QS, qualification standard requirements for ETE shall be given 0 points. Okay? So, for ETE, 0 si rambutan. Pero, wag mo na siyang mag-worry kasi nga meron pa tayong
Other
tatlo pa na
criterias,
naiiwan.
yes
ano?
po.
Yung
Rating. Opo.
yung demo
Demo
teaching,
and TRF.
tapos yung
Teacher reflection.
teacher reflection. Correct. Okay, let's go to Apple. Okay, ito naman yung QS ni Apple. BSED, 18 units. Okay. Ay, compute na natin ngayon, ano? I-compute na natin. Okay, sige. So, nandyan, ewan ko kung mapapalaki natin yung table natin. Sige, itry nating palakihin. Ito muna. Yan, okay. Sandali. Okay. Yan, sige. Ito munang tignan natin. Yan, okay. For education, si Apple, ano bang, ano niya? BSED plus 18 units for master's degree in education. Titingnan natin ngayon yung table of increment natin. Okay? Increment table natin for education. Tingnan natin, Okay. Sige. Nasaan siya? Ay, 18 units eh. Hindi na makita ba? Ulitin natin. Sige. Yan, okay. Nandito siya. Okay? Yung bachelor's degree, 6 ang level niya. Level 6. Okay? So, ang baseline natin is level 6. 6 yung nakalagay doon. Pero si Apple, okay, ang increment niya, ang level niya is 11.
Level 11. Opo.
Okay? Kasi nga 18 units earned towards the completion of a master's degree, that's equivalent to 11. Okay? Ang 11, magre-range yan from 18 units to less than 21 units.
Okay.
Kapag ka na-meet mo yan, ang level mo is 11.
11,
Okay? So, ang baseline natin is 6. Ang level naman ni Apple ay 11. Okay, so paano natin titignan ngayon? Or i-compute yung increment niya? Madali lang, okay? Yan. So, increment, yan yung increment table natin. 11, yung level ni Apple, minus 6 yung baseline natin. 11 minus 6 equals 5
points.
increments. Okay? Sumobra siya ng 5 steps doon sa minimum level. Okay? Ngayon, para makita natin yung puntos niya, balik ulit tayo sa DepEd Order number 7, Series of 2023, at tingnan natin doon yung rubrics for the computation of points for education, training, and experience. Anong sabi doon? Ito, ipapakita natin, palalakihin ko. Yan, okay? Education niya, ano ba yung increment niya, Camille?
Ayan.
Yung computation
Increment
natin?
is
5, okay? So, titignan natin dito, Camille, yung 5.
5.
Okay?
Ayan, 4 to 5.
4 to 5 increments that the under education, that's equivalent to how many points?
6 points.
6 points,
Alright.
correct. Okay? So, under education,
May
si
6.
Apple, meron na siya ngayong
6
6
points.
points. Okay? Malinaw ba yan?
Yes.
Sige, malinaw
Ayan,
yan.
sana malinaw din sa mga viewers natin, sir, no?
Kindly
Ayan.
comment kung hindi malinaw. Ano? Sige. Ang bilis-bilis ng oras.
Oo nga.
30 minutes na kaagad yung lumipas. Anyway, let's go to training. Punta tayo ngayon sa training. Ano yung training ilang oras yung training ni Apple? 32 hours. Okay?
Opo.
So, ang baseline natin, 32 hours. Ang baseline natin is 0. Okay? Kaya mag-start siya sa 0, level 1 yon. Dun sa table of increment natin.
Okay.
Pero yung 32, using the increment table for training, that is 5 points. Palalakin ulit natin para makita natin. Ayan. Nakikita ba si screen? Parang hindi. That's 32 hours. Okay? 32 hours to less than 40 hours. That's
Okay.
level 5. Okay? So, level 1 ang baseline. Tapos, ang nakuha ni Apple Ang equivalent level niya nung 32 hours of training niya ay level 5. Okay? Balik ulit tayo doon sa increment table natin. Okay? Ano yan? Tignan natin yung increment table natin. Level 1, dapat i-compute pa pala natin, 5 minus 1, kasi 5 yung 32 hours, tapos ang baseline natin ay 1. 5 minus 1 equals 4 increments. Okay? Balik tayo doon sa increment table natin. Yung 4 to 5 increments, that's equivalent to 6 points. Kaya under training, si Apple, meron na siyang 6 points. Okay, 6 points for education and another 6 points for under training. Okay? Sige. Last na, yung experience naman ni Apple. 4 years and 4 months. Kinumpit ko kanina, June eh.
Opo.
June 1 to October, that's 4 months. Okay? So, 4 years and 4 months as teacher associate in Marian Academy. That's relevant, ano?
Yes,
Kasi
teacher.
teacher associate siya. Okay? Tignan natin uli. For experience, okay? Ang baseline niya is 1. The baseline is 1. Tapos, nasa na? 4 years and 4 years to less than 4 years and 6 months, okay? That merits an equivalent point of 9. Level 9, okay? So ang baseline natin is level 1. Ang nakuha ni Apple, nasa level 9 yung experience niya.
Alright.
Okay? Balik tayo uli doon sa increments natin. 9 minus 1 equals 8 increments. Balik ulit tayo doon sa ating rubrics for computation of points. Okay? Dito sa experience. Okay? That's 8 increments. Okay? That's equivalent to
10 points.
10 points.
Ayan, na-perfect ni Apple ang
Na-perfect ni
experience.
Apple, correct. Okay? For you to get a perfect score sa experience, dapat maka 4 years ka. Okay? 4 years of teaching, that's equivalent to 10 points. Okay? 10 points. Ayun. Okay? So all in all, if you are to add all the points earned by Apple dito sa education, training, and experience niya, ang makukuha niya ay 22 points. Okay? 6 plus 6 plus 10 equals 22
points.
Ayun. Okay. Let's go to buko naman. Ito yung mga QS ni buko. Ano? Sports Science with 18 professional units in education. Okay? Compute natin uli yan. Bachelor's degree lang yun, Camille,
Yes,
ano?
sir. Opo.
Hindi naman siya kasi kumuha ng master's, eh. Okay?
Yes
Hindi,
po.
so hindi makakount yung plus
Unit.
18 units niya.
Yes, ng
Okay?
professional education units.
Units, okay? So, kapag ka unit earner ka, tapos you're a graduate of a bachelor's degree other than BSED
and
or
BS
BED or education, ano yun? That's equivalent to bachelor's degree lang.
Opo.
Okay? So, paano ang computation natin dyan? Walang increment. Di ba?
Yeah, 0
6
points.
minus 6 equals 0.
Zero.
So, automatic, ang points ni Buko dun sa education is 0.
Yes.
Okay? Let's go now to training. 24 hours of training. Ang baseline natin ay 0. Okay? Tapos, ang points naman ni Buko, ang earned training hours niya, is 24. Okay? 24 is, ano ba yan? I-zoom natin. 4 points. 4 level.
Level 4.
Okay? So, level 4 minus
Minus
level 1 equals
Level 3.
3 level.
Yes.
Okay? 3. Level 4 minus level 1 equals 3.
3,
So,
yeah.
yun ang increment ngayon ni Buko. Tingnan uli natin doon sa table of increments natin under training. 2 to 3 increments, that's 4. Okay? So, ilan ang earned points niya under training?
So, meron siyang 4 points.
Mayroon siyang 4 points.
Yes.
Okay? Let's now go to experience. Ayun. Experience. Ano ba yung experience ni Buko? 6 years and 2 months as teacher associate in Sacred Heart Academy. Okay? 6 years. Ang
10
haba na nun,
points
ha?
na yan. Opo, mas mataas siya
Mas mataas siya kay
Apple.
Kaya I am predicting 10
10
points,
points
na rin
din
ito.
siya. Opo.
Okay? But ito, 13. Level 13 na yung 6 years pala niya, Camille. Okay? Level 13. Okay, so level 13 minus level 1 equals 12. Correct. 12 increments. Balik ulit tayo dun sa table of increments natin. Okay? Yung 12 increments niya ay 10 points na. So magad na eh. Okay? 8 or more increments, that's 10 points. Okay? So i-add natin lahat ng puntos ni Buko, 14 points. Naka 14 points siya sa ETE. Okay? Ayan na. Okay, so yun na yun. Ganun lang kadali yung computation ng ETE
Opo.
ng mga teacher applicants natin.
Yes.
Di ba? So I hope naliliwanagan yung mga aplikante natin. Ano? Kumay-kaway naman kayo dyan. Okay? Sige, let's go to the next one. Tapos na kasi tayo dito sa education, training, and experience. Paano naman kino-compute ang points ng mga applicants natin doon sa kanilang rating, okay? PRC rating. Rating obtained as reflected in the certificate of ratings natin. Dapat pala magpakita talaga ng certificate of rating.
Yan.
Okay,
From
madali lang
PRC
computein.
po.
Yeah. Sa PRC. O, madali lang computein ang certificate of rating nila. Ang points I mean sa LEPT, LET, and PBET. Okay? Ito po, hindi na kailangan pa ba ng rubrics 'yan? Hindi na
Ayan na,
kasi
opo.
direct 'yan na computation eh. Okay? Example, ang rating mo Camille nung nag-exam ka sa LET ay 82.75, i-divide lang natin 'yan by 100 times the 10 kasi yun yung weight allocation ng ng rating natin. Okay? The weight allocation is 10 points. Okay? So automatic, ang points ng aplikante natin ay 8.275 points. Okay? Kung 75 ang rating mo, that's 7.5.
7.5, yes.
Kung 90 ang rating mo, that's 9.0.
Hindi na rin
points.
masama, sir, no? Ang laking puntos na
Oo
din po
naman,
yun sa mga,
oo.
lalo sa mga fresh graduate
fresh
natin.
graduate. Originally, alam ko kapag ka naka 75 ka, zero ata. Pero
At
this
least
time,
ngayon, mataas na,
rin.
7.5.
Imagine ang difference lang nung 90 ang rating niya sa 75 ay 1.5 points lang. Okay? Kayang-kayang bawiin yan sa experience.
Yes.
Okay, sige. So, ang importante, makapasa ka sa LET. Okay? Makapasa sa LET or LEPT. Okay, licensure exam for professional teachers. Napalitan na pala, no?
Yes, sir. Yun na po
Kala
yung
ko LET
bago ngayon.
Nung ako LET. Okay, sige. Licensure exam for professional teachers. Okay. Let's now go to the last two. Ito yung sinasabi ko
Ayan.
kanina pa, no?
Opo.
Na malaki-laking puntos.
For
yung,
sure, apo. Yan din po yung inaabangan nila ngayon, sir.
Yeah,
Kasi
correct.
nandyan yung bago.
Nandun dito
Yes.
talaga. Okay, so, sige, huwag na nating patagalin ito. 35 for COIs and 25 points for NCOIs. Okay? Ayan. So, ano yung mga indicators? Nag-identify na ang DepEd mismo, no? Central Office ng indicators natin for classroom observable indicators and non-classroom observable indicators. 5 for classroom observable and 4 for non-classroom observable indicators. 1.1, 1.4, 1.5, 4.1, and 5.1. Makikita nyo yan sa PPST. Okay? DepEd Order 42 Series of 2017. For non-observable naman, we have 6.1, 6.3, 7.2, and 7.3. Okay? So ito na yon. Yung mga observable natin. 1.1, 1.4, 1.5, 4.1, 5.1. Okay? So kapag ka magpiprepare ngayon ng, ang nakalagay doon, detailed lesson plan DLP. kapag magpi-prepare ngayon ang mga teacher applicants natin ng DLP, dapat naka-base dito sa 5 identified indicators ng DepEd. Okay? Apply knowledge of content within and across curriculum teaching areas, use a range of teaching strategies, apply a range of teaching strategies to develop critical and creative thinking, plan, manage, and implement developmentally sequenced teaching and learning processes, and yung 5.1.2, design, select, organize, and use diagnostic, formative, and summative assessment strategies. Okay? So yun, ito yung gagamitin ngayon ng mga observers natin. For NCOIs naman, ito naman yung mga makikita natin yan, okay, magre-reflect ito doon sa Teacher Reflection Form.
Opo.
Okay, magbibigay po ang HRM-PSB ng set of questions. Tapos, ito dapat yung criteria nila, Ito yung magiging criteria nila in assessing the reflection form of the teacher applicant. Okay, yung 4 na yan. Sige, tuloy natin. So, RSP Evaluation Assessment Tools natin. Okay? Meron tayong COT RSP rubric, meron tayong observation notes form, merong rating sheet. Okay? Etong rating sheet na to, tapos inter-observer agreement form. Okay?
Ayan.
Ang rating, if say for example, meron tayong 3 observers doon sa demo teaching, ang rating nung aplikante ay it's not the average of the 3. Okay? It's a, how do you term it? Consensual? Okay. It's an agreed point, dapat pinag-agrihan nila kung ano yung ibibigay nila na puntos doon sa pangalan nito, aplikante natin. Okay? Hindi pa averaging, kundi agreed points po ang ibibigay doon. The same is true with the teacher reflection form. Okay? Pag-agrihan din nila kung ano po yung ibibigay doon sa kanila. Okay? So, ang COT, parang 5 yun, 5 na indicators yon.
Yes,
Tapos ang maximum point per indicator is 6. Kaya ang highest possible COT rating nung applicant ay 30. Okay? So COT rating divided by 30 times the weight allocation of the COI. Okay? So say for example, ang nakuha mo kung yung nag-demo, tas ang nakuha mong rating doon sa COT mo ay 20 divided by 30, that's 2/3, okay? Or 6.667, okay? Times 35, okay? Ang equivalent points mo doon sa COT is 23.33 points. Okay? So, ganun lang kadaling mag-compute ng rating nung COI. Okay? For the NCOI, ganun din, 5 ba yun? 4, okay? Tapos 5 yung maximum natin na points ibibigay doon. So, 20 yung highest possible score mo doon sa TRF or the Teacher Reflection Form. Okay? 14 divided by 20, if 14 yung ibinigay sa iyo na rating, times 25, that's equivalent to 17.5 points. Okay?
Alright.
17.5 points. Ayan. So, ganun lang po yun. After na makuha yung rating, ay yung points, nung 6 na criteria natin, makakagawa na ngayon ang HRM-PSB ng Comparative Assessment Report, RQA.
Yes.
Okay? Comparative Assessment Results, Okay? RQA or Registry of Qualified Applicants natin. Okay? Dito sa CAR naman, there are 2 types of CAR for teachers. Yung CAR, CAR, lahat ng mga aplikante nandyan. Pero yung shortlisted natin, okay, tatawagin po natin siyang CAR RQA. Lahat po ng nakapasok sa 50 points, sila po yung mapapasama doon sa CAR RQA. Okay? For multiple vacancies, total number of top-ranking candidates equals number of vacant items times 5. Ayun. Sa mga non-teaching yun,
Yes.
Okay, kasi ano rin i-base din natin, aside from this one pala, meron pa tayong yung top 5, ano? Sa teacher applicants natin, meron pa tayong laws na we need to follow, yung localization, merit selection, and so on. Okay? Mamaya parang nandito ata, no? Tingnan ko kung nasa na yon. Etong protocol, hindi na natin i-discuss to. Ibibigay na lang ito
First.
later kapag magde-demo teaching na sila. Anyway, we will conduct very short orientation naman doon sa mga teacher applicants natin. Okay? Ang duration, ang recommended is 45 to 1 hour. Pero minimum of 15 minutes naman is allowed sa orientation natin. Okay? So, nandito, saan na nga ba yun? May nakita ko rito na daily lesson plan, detailed lesson plan, ang ipiprepare ng mga applicants natin. Ayan. Okay. Ito yung inter-observer rating. Ito yung pala. Reminders for teacher applicants. Review the COT RSP rubric. Plan the lesson based on the identified indicators. Meron po tayong 5 indicators. Provide observers with the detailed lesson plan. Kasi maraming nagtatanong, Camille, kung ano ipiprepare nila. Daily lesson log ba o semi-detailed lesson plan? Ang sinasabi ng DepEd order ay detailed lesson plan ang ipiprepare nila. And of course, the applicant should deliver the lesson well. Okay? Ayun. Ito na. Sige. Ito na yun, sinasabi ko kanina. Yung RQA natin. Okay? The RQA of qualified applicants refers to the comparative assessment result for teaching positions containing only the candidates who have met the cut-off score of 50 points. An appointment shall be made from among the top 5 or less, depending on the number of vacancies. However, those who rank below the top 5 or less may be appointed within the purview of the following exemption. Localization law. RA number 8190. Okay? Itong RA 8190 grants priority in the appointment or assignment of teachers to public elementary or secondary schools to bona fide residents of the barangay, municipality, city, or province. In that order, where the school is located. Okay? Merit and fitness grants priority if the top-ranking candidate do not possess the necessary learning area specialization required by the position to be filled, or all the top-ranking candidates who possess the necessary learning area specialization have been appointed. And of course, yung relevant laws or national policies natin. Ayun. So yan na yung RQA natin or the Registry of Qualified Applicants. Ayun.
Alright. Okay, ayan. So, natapos na natin yung process ng comparative assessment natin.
Right.
Ayan. So, nakita doon na inisa-isa ni Sir kung paano magbibigay ang HRMPSB ng mga puntos based nga sa DepEd Order number 7 series of 2023. Ayan, no? So we hope na malinaw na po sa ating mga Teacher 1 applicants kung paano sila bibigyan ng puntos comes this June po, na start na po.
Mag-start na tayo by
next week. Yes.
Okay,
Start
yung computation ng ATE ng mga applicants natin next week.
Yes.
Mag-start na tayo.
We will see you all po sa ating mga Teacher 1 applicants po. I-release yung memorandum po ng kanilang mga schedule within this week po, sir.
Within the week. Oo.
Yes.
Within the week or next week siguro.
Or next week. Okay.
Kasi we have around 600 applicants po ata yung total from kindergarten to senior high school. Kaya by next week, baka i-group na sila kung sino yung mauna. Ayun.
Okay. Alright. So, ayan.
Camille, kapag may
Yes,
tanong
sir.
sila, siguro tomorrow, magpa-flash tayo ng Google Form. Doon nila
Ay, okay po.
i-set yung,
I-raise yung
questions nila.
Okay po. Sige po.
Kasi by tomorrow, i-discuss din natin yung selection, at pangalan ito, ranking points, okay? ranking process ng non-teaching,
Okay.
related teaching, at school administration.
Alright. So
Ayan.
tuloy-tuloy po tayo no sa pagtutok dito sa CCN Broadcast Center dahil ayan nga tuloy-tuloy na i-discuss nga yung mga inclusions or
Oo.
provisions nga ng new merit selection plan ng DepEd.
Okay. Kasi I understand, by this June, magra-rank na tayo ng
AO.
yung AO,
Yes
Administrative
po,
Officer
Officer
2, yung head teacher position na nabakantihan, dalawa yon kung hindi ako nagkakamali. Yung HT1, doon na nabakantihan ni Madam Rebecca. Tapos yung HT1 din na nabakantihan ni Sir Gilbert by SIC. Okay, yan. Kaya we are hoping na makikinig uli yung mga interested applicants natin. Para later malinawan kayo sa mga bagay-bagay regarding selection of applicants. Promotion.
Okay. Alright, so with that, now we would like to thank Sir Amor.
Yes.
Ayan, for that very comprehensive discussion nung rating process nga po ng Teacher 1 applicants. Ayan. So tomorrow po, yun nga po, nabanggit ni Sir tomorrow, i-discuss naman kung paano naman i-rate yung mga non-teaching positions, related teaching, and school administration. Alright. So tuloy-tuloy po. Sana tayong manood or tumutok dito sa CCN Broadcast Center. Alright? So maraming salamat po sa panunood at pagsistay dito sa CCN Broadcast Center. Once again, we would like to greet our SDS, Dr. Sheila Marie Primicias.
Yes, happy birthday, Ma'am Sheila.
Happy birthday po, Ma'am Sheila. Ayan. Alright, so muli ito po ang serbisyong maaasahan para sa pangkalahatan. Mabilis, balanse at totoo. Ito ang Balitang Hali. Ayan, magandang hapon po sa ating lahat. Thank you po sa ating pong tech team pala, Sir Jeff and Sir G.
Sir.
Good day, Philippines. Hello, Region 1. Aloha, San Carlinian learners. Airing live from the Mangu capital of the Philippines, San Carlos City. You're tuning in to CCN Broadcast Center. This is your CCN Broadcast Center. CCN Broadcast Center, a virtual home of every STO SEC learner.